Hi, this will be Debbie. I'm with D.Ann's Designs, and I wanted to bring you this flip through that I finally have completed. This has taken me about a month to do, and this was it was ordered, and I I hope that she likes it. I haven't accepted payment for it until I give her approval. So if she doesn't approve, then I'll probably put it in the shop and um, under D.Ann's Design on Facebook, and that's where I usually put things if I want to sell them. So we'll see how this works out. Um, we had an order that she's placed. She wanted a spring journal, which hopefully I've covered that. She loved bunnies and she loves floral, but she didn't want it to be overran with floral. It was not to be grunged, but it could be vintage shabby. She preferred vintage shabby over the shabby. So I hopefully have entered that also. She wanted a lot of writing space, but she also wanted decoration. But just don't overwhelm it with the decoration. So this is what I've tried to do for this order, and we'll see if I made it or not. This is the front cover. As you can see, this is the majority of prints you'll see in this one is going to be under My Porch Prints, but there will be odds and ends sprinkled around here and there that I had in my stash and decided to use. So this is the front cover, which is our bunny. We have a 10 volts frame here, and the bunny I've gone ahead and waxed because it helped change the coloring a little richer than the printer was printing it off. We have an old vintage, this is just off of a doily, and I've attached it into here. Now I had this ruffling, and so I had this gold trim, and I went ahead and beaded down the center of it, and then this homemade flower, and then we have lots and lots of lace around the bottom edges of this, and that I decided to attach to add her vintage shabby look. And then there will also be a bookmark that I've made, and that it separates its two signatures on the bottom. So this separates those two signatures, and then you can use it as a bookmark whenever you need to. This is going to be, see if I can flip it, the bottom of the journal, which this is a page from the kit, the French bunny kit, and I've gone ahead and used, it's a like a muslin type material, and I Mod Podged that paper onto the muslin, which then created my spine. I've added 2 more coats of Mod Podge on top of that, and then I waxed it. And therefore, if it ever gets in any type of elements that it's uncomfortable and with just regular paper, we should be protected here, and you'd also be able to wipe it down. Then I went ahead and it just folds over, and this is the spine area to the indoor journal. This is going to be an extra journal, and it'll be the one able to be taken outside. Now these were curtains. I just went ahead and ruffled, and I put some more of the gold trim and the beading on each hinge. And then as you come over this way, there's just additional material of satin that I had in my stash. This is some of the wildflower watercolor paper that is used in this off of My Porch Prints also, and decided it would be pretty good to share with the images off of the French bunny, or I thought it was, so that's what I used. And so this is the front side of it. We're going to have, as you can see, this is the, I backed my camera up hoping to get the majority of this in if we can. This is going to be the other side and our top area. To a closure, I've used a hitch post and elastic band, and then we also sealed this in here with the, I'll think of it later, grommet, but it's not a grommet, it's the other one, and the elastic band on here. and then we just take and remove it. Now when you remove this, the first thing you can open up to get is going to be the outside journal that you can take outside with you. These are, I stacked cardboard, several layers of cardboard inside of here, and created a much heavier uh, top on this. And this is some of the paper that came with the kit. And then this is the watercolor looking wildflower collection that she will also have, which just comes right out. And then we will have this page here that it rests upon. So for right now, we're going to move this out of the way, and let's take a peek at the outdoor journal. I've created two buttons here so that you're able to do your wrap on for an open enclosure type of area. I've gone ahead and I've Mod Podged this also, so we can put a sealant on that and this, and you just want to make sure that if it's going to be an outdoor element, that you try and defend it against some of those elements. But I am one too who loves to sit outside in my, I have a pavilion, and I like to go out there and write in my journal, especially my gardens. So anyway, this is what I was keeping in mind, is how I would want this to be prepared. As you can see, we're going to have an elastic holding the signature inside of here. You open it up. This has been made with envelopes, brown envelopes, and so this is how this is going to look on the inside. I've attempted to give her a writing board so that she's able to, you know, put it underneath her pages and have a solid surface to write upon. Left an open window, so it added a little extra decoration for the journal. This is the beginning of it, and I've slit and hold several little areas here, so that, and then I just attached this little bunny to the top with some little brads. Inside of here, you'll see this is a little coin pocket, which these are great for gathering seeds in, I have always found. And then I can just write on here what seeds I have put in. This is seedling. This is the little sterling silver carrot I attached onto here on this little side. Flip it over. Cute little print of butterflies going onto it. And again, you can use this as a little seedling packet here. Just a little writing card over into here to be used. And then we have another little packet here that you can, again, put your little seedlings into. A little decorations done on top of this also. And place it down into our little, as you can see, I just slit these open. And so you have plenty of room to tuck in. If she wants to tuck in any more, she can do so. And then we get into our journal area. These are the leftovers I had of using the wildflower collection. And so I just went ahead and did a basket weave for the journal cover. And then I did an outside border to place on top of the edging. So that leaves it pretty stiff. And this has also been Mod Podged. She can remove this from here, even if she would prefer, and just take this with her. Inside, we're going to have the wildflower collections and very little decoration. And the reason I did that is I do not want this to get too fat. It's not going to close well. We're just going to have complications, especially going back into this one. So I've left a few little tuck spots here and there on it, but mainly if she wanted a lot of writing area, I think this one gives her a great amount of writing area, plus the pages that is in the kit. They have wonderful writing areas also. And as you can see, it just flips through like this. It's very simple to go through. She had beautiful images to look at and think about. I think it made a very pretty journal. This centerpiece I left just as this so that she can create her imagery however she wanted to be her centerpiece in her journal. And then we have some more pages. That these prints they're just very pretty. They're very gardeny. Like they're not necessarily just spring. They're spring, summer, and fall. All 3 seasons in this type of print to me. So I went with that one. And to conclude it there, this is the back of the journal with another basket weave, and it is sealed. So then I just simply, on these, I just had one slit come across here, and I added in envelopes. So she can add her seedlings or her little stories and put them into this right here. I've left a little, this is a file folder. So I started out, I've cut it down, and I've made it into a tab over here, and it says flowering on it. And then this is the back side of it in here. And then we have another group of slits here, and I've just added tags galore in here. So she should have an enormous amount of writing room. And you flip over here to the back of the envelope, and I've left 2 more areas for tags to be exposed into here. So she can have additional writing area. So this journal right here will give an abundant amount of writing area. And then we just close it back up again using our little closure system here. And then she would just simply be able to put this back into here and seal it up. However, we're going to look at the rest of the journal. So the interior journal is going to look like this. This is a piece of material I had, and I added to here. And then we begin our journal writing here. This is a frame I had, and I'm not sure where it came from. But anyway, I used it. I've waxed the image that was in the kit, and then I added this little polka dot paper to the back of it. This is a little collage I put together to use upon this page. All the pages have been stitched around, so yeah, adds a little bit more stability, a little stronger. And then we have, again, our tag holder here, our tag page, with a lot of different little tags into it. We have another little wildflower page. And then we're going to come over here to this page, which I've just added this little clock area here because, you know, we spring forward in the spring. We have lots of things going on in the springtime. So I thought I'd put that on there. This is a little rusty safety pin. This is some pearls, and this is the little sterling silver carrot added back on here. It's attached with the brad, and then the little clip in the back. And this is a piece of paper that I've just torn, added this into here, and then she has another writing page to use here and here. And then we have another page over here, which I've decoupaged a napkin onto here, did a little stamping, a little gesso on here too. So we have a nice little writing area here. This is a little pocket, a little Tim Holtz die cut flower put onto it, stitched around. And then you have yourself a little tag system here. And we have a little, these are little mini envelopes that I make. I make these with my little mini We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. This is the smallest one you can make. So the paper size is 2x2. And you create these, and then you have nice little pockets in the back. Some of these are going to have little pages you can slip out and write on, and other ones will have maybe a picture, and some will have nothing. It'll be in there for her to do. We have little tags here. Now, this is Tracy Fox labels, and then I have a little trim to add on to here. Bulb pin to attach it onto the top. And then we have these. This right here is, now this is out of the freebies on My Porch Prints. And I just printed and cut that out. And then we added a little Tracy Fox label and these little cutouts from Tim Holtz. So a nice little one here. I'm trying to think. I think this was Gecko Gal's little imagery here. really cute little stuff on that page. You know, again, we're going to have a napkin stamped and painted, and then a little tag to use. More pages, more text box, little egg system here. And this here is another envelope I made. This flower pot is from G. Kerr. That's also in her freebies. And then this is from the French Rabbit collection, but I went ahead and reduced it down and used a circle punch to pop it out, and then put it in here as a decoration, our measuring tape, and our Tim Holtz cuts. And then we'll have lots of little tags and things that I've left in here in these elements. She's the prettiest little thing, isn't she? And then she has, of course, her little bunnies that she loves to adore. And then the little Tim Holtz there. This is a collage section in here, completed with Tim Holtz flowers, and I used a butterfly. Excuse me. And then we have this collage system here. We have all this little cards to, again, a lot of writing space. Oh, this is also napkined and paint and stamped right there. And then we have this page here, which came out of the kit, but I went ahead and did a little stamp, or stenciling onto here with ink. And then we have a envelope, junk mail envelope. It's going to carry a little, if I get him out, a little bunnies in here. And then we just pop him back into there, which I'll do here in a little bit. This has a little watering can. I flipped the pocket up, or the bottom of the envelope, flipped it up, and then added it here so that we can have little tuck spots for another little tag. I stuck it in there. I don't know if you can see it, this whole page. And then we'll pop that back in real quick. It says, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow, which is quite true. These are little banners I had, and went ahead and did a punch out with a, I don't know if that was a 2-inch, it looks like a 2-inch, yeah, a 2-inch punch. And then we've made a little, these are, well, they're called roller pins. They're like large bobby pins. And this is a little metal piece you can buy separately. And then I found these little birds and cut those out and placed them inside of here. And then I used a triple thick to thicken them up and leave this glossy image for a seal. And then just added these little jewels on the bottom. And then I just clip it into place in here, which holds a little thing down. And this says field notes on it. Okay, then we have this on the back side. Again, this is the back of the flap, and this will be the little bunny. I just shrunk it down and then cut it out. And then we have this little girl here and boy, and then just stitched around it, added it in here. And then we have a little pocket here with another little mini envelope. And then we have this little guy. He's my little, he's a little clipboard looking thing right here. And he's just placed on top of an envelope I've made with the punch board, and then stitched around it, added a little tag. Then we came back over here and put another tag in over here. This big old chocolate bunny over here, he's so cute. And then I added a chocolate disc that is in a different kit on My Porch Prints. And it looks like one of these little wheels, you know, you used to look into this little camera thing and you could see different images. Well, that's what this looks like. And it says chocolate on it, which I thought matched him really well. We left a little tag spot over into here for journaling, and then a little mini envelope and another tag over here. And just kind of decorated that up a little bit. Spring Edition 1921 label. And then we have the flap of the envelope over here decorated, and another tag. So I went ahead and added some stained up masking tape down through the center here. And then we have a little tab. And I just went ahead and let this one open so we could put another tag in it. This bunny system, now this is out of a wide piece of ribbon. Then I use it's actually wired ribbon that I use in my wreaths. And I've cut the wire off and established them on some scrap file folders, and then stitched around him and added some lace. I did the same thing back over in here. I just didn't take him out so you could see it. This is the center of signature 1. And this is an old calendar I kept and decided to use in here. I like the flowers with it. I thought it had a beautiful, blending in with this spring journal. And this has Psalms on it. It says, I have hidden your word in my heart, which I thought was so beautiful and certainly within our spirit of spring. And we have more writing page. This is my slide Boadan. And you just take it and you can just slide it to whatever level you want it at in here. And I have a video on this on how to make it if you haven't seen it. So you might, if you're interested, you can check that out. And we have another tag space into here. And then we have this. I just loved this image and decided I would take it out and use it, and made it into a flip onto here. I thought it went well with this paper. And then we have this, and I just put some different tape, washi tape down on this one here. This is a vintage handkerchief that I've had in my stash for forever and decided to push it in here. And I love the pinks that it came with on there. And I just took this part here, and we have a piece of scrap 110-pound paperweight, weight on, and then we just cut it out and slipped it on here, so it gave it a little more stiffness in there, which I thought we all needed. Okay, that's fine. And then I have this page here, and then I have this little bunny again, made the same way, the same trim on it. These are just little tabs that you'll see in and out through here. Another little card that came out of the kit. I just added a little bit of leftovers from that, and then we have writing room on the back. And lots of writing room into here. More writing room. I put a little stenciling on here. This is the little napkin I have. Added it to the page. Did a little paints and imagery, a little stamping on it. Came out pretty cute. And then we have this page here and this one here. Lots and lots of writing room. We have a little collage writing down here. And then we have a little bunny that we're going to put into that area. Have a little mini envelope here, which you just make with your hands. You don't have to have a system on that one at all. You probably don't have to have it on any of them, but I did. And then I have this little guy. It's got a little lace here and on the bottom. And then we have, I went ahead and used small doilies. Let's see if I got any. They were like this right here. And I just folded them and made little corner covers. They're like little pockets, little corner pouches. And put those on there, and then this is where we've added a couple more tags onto this page. Here's our center right here, and I added this bead. Get these back in there onto the bottom of this, so it gives it pretty good little weight. And then you can, it has enough room where you can take it anywhere you want to take it to mark your spot. And this is the next signature. We have little blossoms by blossoms. The spring begins. I'm going to pop that back into there. I stamped dear friend on here. We've got a little rose clock and a little label, Tracy Fox label. And then this is something that I don't even know where this little leafies come from. I know I won them, but I don't know where she got them at to originate. And then this is another one out of My Porch Prints, but it's not, it's in a whole different kit, and I don't remember the name of the kit. And so are the clocks. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here, and we're going to have some more tag pockets, and then we'll have this little wedge here that I've left to hold a tag. And then we have some more of these little pockets that have been cut out and ran into here. I've stitched them down and then added them to this page so we can have, look at this guy. Is he not the cutest thing? Look at his little ears. He's just adorable. I just love these French bunnies, and they worked out well for what this lady was requiring. And then this is another page here with the big French bunny on it. Just love it. I'm not sure where I got this at, but it's about butterflies anyway. And where flowers bloom, so does hope. Put into here. Collage another page over into here. And then this is our little punch out butterfly, a pink gingham, and a little pink Jim Holtz cut onto this page. Added another little mini envelope. Here's another little butterfly image in here. We have a little teacup. This is also out of My Porch Prints, but I couldn't tell you. I've owned it for so long I don't really remember what the name of the grouping was. Number 34. Hmm, that that could have been Tracy Fox too. I'm not positive on that. Um, this is one of those it's not kaleidoscope. What is that called? It's a little wheel that spins. I'll think of it after the video. And then we have a little tag left in here also. And I got some vintage rickrack I found in a store one day, and decided it would look cute into here. Another little tag over here. Then we have a lot of napkin use, paints, the stamping again, and the stenciling on both pages. Have a little trim in here. And then we have another envelope that I created, and we've got this little tag that's running up into here. And when you bring it back down, you see the floral into the envelope window. And then we have this little tags and this. I don't really recall where I got these imageries from, but I have several of them and I like them, so I put them in here. This is a Dragonfly Stamp. I went ahead and waxed that too and gave a good definition on it. And then we have a little clock surface here. We have another one of my little roller pins on here, another tag, and this is another banner. We got a little tag over into here that I created with this lined paper, more writing room. Bring it over to the back, and yeah, we're going to have this little guy here. Isn't he cute? I think this one here was a little Deco Girls. I'm not sure. But spring is the time of plans and projects. I do a lot of that. And so this is our little pocket area here. Come back over into here. Here's another envelope I've made with my punch board, and this beautiful image. Decided to leave it on there. And then we have this little tag that comes here in the side of it. And then we have the flap of the envelope. I went ahead and put a little brad attachment onto that and used the clocks. And this is just some scratch paper that I called scratch paper. It was extra paper I had. And then this little extra here I attached onto it by sewing it on, and then attached notes. And so she has some extra little papers to put in or use. And there's another tab and a little collage down below it. And then we have, here's the centerpiece on this. This was out of the calendar also. And it says, let me get this out of the way, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. This is James chapter 1 verse 17, King James Version. And then we have a little collage pocket over here, which I put this little tag in here I have in my stash. And then we go into here. We have another, this lighting one I did brads onto it for something different. The other ones I stitched on, but this one here I decided to use brads. I used a little label piece here, and then we have this little card right there. Tag, I guess I should call it. And then we have another little, locator there, a little tab, a little velvet trim here, and this piece of lace right off into here. And then we have another decoupage page, stenciled, lots and lots. This is a pretty napkin on that one. There's so much writing room going on here that I think she'll be okay with that part anyway. And this right here, I decided that we needed a writing board in order to write, like if she wanted to write on her pages, she needs something sturdy to put it on. So I decided to make this clipboard. Let me show it to you real quick how this came out. This is 3 fronts of Cheerio boxes, and in between the second and third layer I placed a piece of corrugated cardboard. So now I have a very firm and solid board for which to write on. I had one of these clips in my stash, so what I've done is the paper that I use here, these are all scraps that I have left over from creating these journals. I went ahead and collaged all my scraps together. Let me show you what I did. Because I collaged all of them together. So the collage looks like this right here. It has, you know, all just different images on here. We have some little cutouts. We have little tags. We have papers. Just all kinds of different images. And then I took and put it into my printer and made a photocopy of it so that we don't have all of the pages I use, but we have a pretty good majority in here. And then I cut it down to fit on the clipboard and attached it onto the front, flipped it over, and it's going to be wrapped around all the edges. And then I came back with a solid piece of brown paper and backed it on the back. And then I attached this little clip here, and I attached it with E6000. Make sure I'm going to go anywhere. And then I just added some little seam hem, oh, what's it called? Just call it binding, seam binding. And then this little card, because it was just so cute. It's a little tag that I purchased at one of the craft shows I was at. And this lady, oh, let me see if I've got her name. She's Dawn Rosengren. She is a watercolor artist out of Huntsville, Alabama. And I could not resist. She does some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. And you can find her on Facebook at Little Love Farm, and also a blog spot, Little Love Farm. And of course, she has a Gmail. So, Little Love Farm, there we go. A little twine on it, and look at this. Isn't she just cute? Went along so well with it. So then I just put this clipboard back into the back. And then I'm going to bring all of this over to the front. See if I can get it over here for you to see. Okay. And then we just simply put the closure onto here. And that ends this. Hopefully this is going to be okay, you know, for what she ordered. I hope that I hit everything that she needed me to hit. If not, like I said, I'll be selling it. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything that I got to work with. I felt very honored and very pleased to have any of this. So thank you very much for watching this with me, and please hit like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be back later on with something else. Thank you so much now. Bye-bye.